Hello everyone and welcome to this new fort of Dwarf Fortress. We looked around and we found ourselves a volcano which has 120,000 units of gold apparently. Oh boy. Yeah! And a volcano! Yeah! So, I'm thinking this could be a good thing. This is something we could enjoy. So to that end, we are gonna go nuts. We're not gonna bring dogs with us this time. Even cats. Well, we need a few, but in order to, not have everything go to shit. But that being said, I sure will manage. So, we're gonna be bringing... I have not played with a volcano. So, I don't know how to use it. But I'm looking forward to finding out. Now, stone. Stone. This seems like a good idea. If we bring castrite, we can make bronze relatively easily, and we're gonna have natural copper. So if we bring like 75 units of this... Actually, no, that's a stupid idea. I need to assign my people skills first. So, we're gonna tab over. And, well, I did say we would have more weapons. So, let's have a weaponsmith and armorsmith. In fact, let's have two of them. And they're gonna be our dudes, because we have so much gold we can train up the blacksmithing, right? This is what we need. What else do we need in order to survive in this glorious environment? Masterful diagnostician and... let's go with... this. Now, what else do we want? Alright. Well, we need a way to get food. I don't think we'll have water. So... we probably want a... You know what we want? We probably want a brewer. Do we want a brewer as one of our first dudes? Probably want a dedicated brewer cook. Well, maybe not as a cook, but a brewer, sure. Let's have... what else? Let's have a carpenter. Let's have a pair of carpenter masons. Which leaves us with one dude left over, and that can be a grower. Just to ensure that all is well. So we can switch over, we can ensure that we have 25 seeds of everything and just chillax and go with that. And that should provide us with what we need. And we will also end up with enough castrite to make a fair amount of bronze. 40 times 8, that's 320 if I'm not mistaken, which is enough for, like, I don't know, 3-4 squads. And that should be good. Let's embark and right on the edge of a magma thingy, and the copper is near the surface. So this is an open space, and this already has lava. Sweet. I forgot to remove ash bars and a few other things. Oi, quite a few things. So, we know it's there, and it goes all the way down. Or so it seems. Hubba hubba. It does give... Red zircons! Hi! Oh boy, there's a lot. Nice. Okay, this is essentially we are on a mountaintop filled with magma. This is not the worst situation to be in. This is something we can work with. Actually. So, I've already forgotten how many pigs did I bring with me. Should have at least a few. I have one. Oh yeah, I brought a couple of extras. That's fine then. Now, the doctor can do the wood cutting. And the rest of you can, like, mine and shit. Probably not the grower, you're gonna be busy. Probably the brewer. Something like that. And we are... Well, I'm gonna want to dig down a ways before digging in. But one thing I will want is magma forges sooner rather than later. So this is like the first level that doesn't have magma on it. Alright. We're gonna want a place where we can set up appropriate traps. So like this, perhaps, and then having the ramp, we can faff around there, or try to. I'm gonna see how that works out, but I'm not adverse to the idea of dropping magma on my enemies. Let's just put it that way. You know, we can always sell just like raw gems if we really have to. So, this is gonna make it mildly awkward. Because it's right in the center. It might have been better to set ourselves up with a side thing. So, we can go in like this. And, actually channel this out. Like so. And meanwhile, cutting down a few trees wouldn't come amiss. Just for materials, really. And we are gonna want some copper. Not in quite those amounts. Whoops. But just a smidge, right, from the side. Just so we have a few nuggets to work with when we choose to make that a thing. And someplace like here, we're gonna put up a stairway. So that's an open space, and this is lava. Okay. Okay, so this would be a lava level. And this wouldn't be. Okay, that's workable. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that we make it like this. No, that's not gonna work. But we're gonna make it work, it's fine. We can actually make it like here in the basalt layer. Here. Once we're good and done. Yeah, they're taking forever to dig because they suck at digging. Something I do need to set up ASAP is an actual thing. A farm to dig out or to create plump helmets for the fort. There is gonna be enough copper nuggets to provide us with what we need. That's not gonna be a problem. At least. The important part is to get the magma forges set up right at the very start, so we don't have to worry about fueling this stuff. And then we can relax. So this is gonna be the main stairway. We're gonna work on setting up some traps on the way in. So, yeah, we're gonna plop down some... Oh right, I didn't bring a mechanic with me. That's gonna be a mildly annoying thing, but it's fine. There's no rush for that. If we end up just eating plum helmets for the first year, the dwarves can survive that. Surely they can. Yep, rock mechanisms are low. Oh my, yeah. So the copper is near the surface where it's easily accessible. Good to know. No, that needs to be done. Keep digging, guys. Keep digging. Have they gotten any skills? Some. Sweet. Sweet. So now for the carving of a stairway. Hello. Oh, this will do nicely. Hornblende. Well, okay. You're gonna need this to head in that general direction. No, not there. Jeez. And here, we're gonna dig out a opening. Sort of. Just set up a landing properly. Yay, here. And then we can make a farm. Okay. We are getting a better idea as to what rocks are where and what's gonna fuck with us. That's fine. And this is gonna be our glorious area for glorious forgings. So we need 3 by 3 by 3 by another 3 by another 3. And you know what, just for reserve an extra one. And this should be enough forever and ever. Over here, for a start, let's dig out a farm thing. And actually, this can wait, whereas that cannot. You're gonna need a magma thing under this. And this is an open space, so we'll be able to channel in there. Which is as it should be. Gonna need a food stockpile inside, of course, as quickly as possible. We'll try to create one. 2 farms should be enough. So we'll dig out a spot for a second farm, but for now we're gonna put our stuff like seeds, food in there very temporarily, just because soil is easy to dig in. We do also have sand, so we can make virtually infinite supplies of, you know, sand stuff, which is great. Which means we'll be able to work with the magma, pump it where we want it easily, and just in general make a nuisance of ourselves with it. Still need to be winded as well. And we could make a landing here, and we could put some stockpiles here. In this mountain. Because again, soil is easy to dig in. But we do want to move the food inside, sooner rather than later. Okay, you're heading to dig, that's fine.
There's no trade depot.
Yes, well, you're too freaking early. I don't have anything. Gonna have to wait till next year to trade. I'm sorry. Sorry. It can be helped though. You're too early. There is nothing I can do. Nothing. Okay, you've dug that. Good. Gonna make it a one wide opening, and then we're gonna close it off. Just because we're smart like that. Yep. And yeah, we're gonna let the magma in make the magma thing, and it's gonna be glorious. We'll only have to store like 2 or 3 different kinds of ore, or have 2 or 3 different kinds of, you know, ore stockpiles. What can you offer me? Well now, what do I want? Well, let me tell you about the things I want. Anything with iron in it, castrite, so we can make, you know, stuff. Bituminous coal doesn't matter to me. But yeah, essentially anything with iron in it. We're not going to be melting iron down because fuck that, that was a pain in the ass, so we won't. Although this time it might be easier because our magma forges are going to be closer to the surface. But no, just some castrite and, you know, magnetite. Okay, this is good. We should probably endeavor to make this properly, so we're gonna work on... Hell, we might even make a... like a floodgate here. Right. Right, if I make this into a workshop area, it's gonna take forever for me to move those workshops elsewhere, so I won't. Do I care if this is fugly? I probably do, right? Or do I? Not sure if I do, actually. I'm really not sure if I do. How good are my miners at this point? Oh look, 3s all around, completely useless. Great. Oh look, citrine, that's useless as well. We do know there's a couple of hundred emeralds down there, but not anywhere near as much as a little ways to the north. That's sad, but what can you do? Okay. So that would be 11 by 11. That would be a more proper food stockpile once we've dug this out, essentially. But first we need to dig this out. That's okay though. We'll manage. We still have some booze, so all is well on that front. Well, what say we do an 8 by 8 area here and put some crucial workshops here. Like masons, carpenters, and a brewery. Just like the most basic things which we most definitely do need. Basalt should be magma proof, right? Let's check. It is magma safe, so we could make doors out of that and floodgates and the like. I think that's a good idea, because magma levels in this might get drained by our efforts, and if that's the case, we want to, you know, make that thing. And here, we're just gonna create a thing where we can dump magma on our enemies. It's gonna be great. Which means up above we'll dig a reservoir of some kind and pump magma into it. But that's a separate issue. Okay, and you're still digging. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, why not? Use basalt. Oh, we already got a migrant wave though. Just 4, but it's actually kind of good. You can be a mechanic. You two can be furnace workers, and now, what do I need? Another grower, maybe? Or maybe a butcher tanner. It doesn't really even matter necessarily or much. Yeah, those are just hanging out there, it seems. It doesn't necessarily matter or much. We can always reassign them if we find out that we've forgotten something. I don't think we have a place where we can do a bunch of fishing, do we? Doesn't look like it at all. We have one place where we can get water, and we have to be careful not to drain that, I think. Which is why we won't touch that little pool. We'll treasure it. The water is gonna be stale, of course, but that can be helped. Ooh. Alternatively, we can make him a gem dude, because we have a lot of gems that are available. There's a thought. So let's put down a carpentry, a steel, and a gem dude. There, that's our initial setup. Let's go with that. Okay, floodgate. No, that's cabinet. L for floodgate, right? Guys, I was talking about... Right, I do have a mechanics, I just don't have a spot for a thing picked out. That's madly inconvenient. Snappety. Now let's expand this then slightly to give us a bit more room, shall we? And details. Use this. Hell, I could make the would-be gem cutter into a counter manager just to ensure we have enough information we can use workshop orders properly. Basalt and a butcher shop. Yay so. Because we will have some animals we can kill. Okay, that's been dug. That's actually really good, but I'm gonna need this hollowed out for a bigger stockpile, essentially, for food. Is it really that heavy? What are you doing? Constructing a building. The frack? If you say so. Where could we put a temporary hospital? And that's an interesting thought, isn't it? And we'll put the bridge like here-ish. And put some traps here, so... Well, actually, we'll put the magma coming down like whoosh here. The traps would need to be ahead of the magma. If we wanted to set it up that way, though. This level should probably be bookmarked as something at this point. And workshop orders. I want auto-cutting gems. There we go. And, well, we can set about producing some glorious materials for the next time the traders show up and getting some practice by, you know, cutting all these gems. So let's look around, because I saw a lot of them around here, and let's just, you know, gather them up and make use of them. So we might as well. These two, actually, because they're at least good for practice. There we go. Gems, gems, gems. Now, I'm tempted to dig down for gold, but it's probably a bit early for that, so we're gonna chill. $10-15 is fine on that. And stray yak calves. Wait. Right, yeah, they're all female, so... Let's just kill them. Taking care of them seems like a pain in the ass, so we just can slaughter them. It's fine. Do have a lot of castrite, so we could start on bronze already, which I think we will do eventually. But I don't know if we want to do that right away. Okay, you're making the mechanisms, that's fine, and we should have a floodgate, right? Right. There. You can plop it down. And I actually want a door. Again from basalt, so it resists the heat, and we'll use it as for this spot. Hell, we might even, you know what we will do? We'll create an emergency drainage system for this place if we ever need to access it. yeah, just on this level so we can pump the magma out if we ever need to. This can, at this point, be dug, by the way, because this should hold, and if it doesn't, this is gonna be horrible. But it should hold. Should. Probably. Moment of truth. Is it gonna hold? Looks like it is. For now, at least. Put the doors in. We're gonna want another floodgate. There we go. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next episode.